The United States Mint has been striking coins for over 230 years, and in that long and storied history, no coin is more beloved among collectors than the iconic Morgan silver dollar. But if you ask a collector, they'll be the first to tell you that not every Morgan dollar is made alike. And tonight we have two coins that, despite having some of the highest mintage figures in the entire New Orleans Mint Morgan dollar series, they are some of the hardest to find coins in collecting today. These are two coins that I like to call a modern day collecting secret. They are the 1900 and 1901 New Orleans Mint Morgan dollars in beautiful uncirculated condition. The 1900 is item number 905-2625, and the 1901 is item number 905-1976. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933 or head over to our website, abccoins.com, and put 905-2625 into the search bar for the 1900 or 905-1976 for the 1901. And while our limited supplies last, both of these coins are just $69.95, despite being in beautiful uncirculated condition at well over 120 years old. Now, the New Orleans Mint Morgan were known for being some of the worst strikes in the entire series, and that's because all of the dies that were used in New Orleans to strike the Morgan dollar came used from the Philadelphia, San Francisco, and even the fabled Carson City mints. This earned it the moniker among collectors as the hand-me-down mint, and it resulted in the vast majority of the New Orleans Mint Morgan dollars being some of the hardest to find today in any condition, let alone collector's quality uncirculated condition. Now, the 1900 and 1901 have two of the highest mintages in the entire New Orleans Mint Morgan dollar series. The 1900 ranks at 25 out of 26 coins, with 12.59 million total coins struck. The 1901 had even more, with 13.3 million coins struck, good for the 26 out of 26 from the New Orleans Mint. Now, despite having the two highest mintages out of all the Morgan dollars struck in New Orleans, they are some of the hardest to find coins in collecting today. And many experts believe that is because a large number of these coins were melted down during the Pittman Act of 1918. Now, these two coins in beautiful uncirculated condition are so hard to find today, but you need to see the numbers to totally get your head wrapped around just how rare they really are. Despite a mintage of 12.5 million, PCGS and NGC have certified that only 105,186 exist in MS60 or better condition. That breaks down to just 1 in every 120 coins struck in 1900, or 0.8%, less than 1% of all 1900 Mint Morgans are known today in MS60 or better condition. The 1901, with a mintage of 13.3 million, has even fewer known today. It has just 83,847 coins known in MS60 or better condition with NGC and PCGS. That means that only 1 in every 158 coins struck in 1901 exist in this condition or better today. That breaks down to just about 0.5%. Incredibly rare pieces that are very hard to find today. When you compare it to the other high mintage Morgan dollars from New Orleans, the 83, 84, 85, and even the 1904, you begin to understand just how hard to find these coins are today. The 1883 has over 300,000 known coins in MS60 or better condition with NGC or PCGS. The 84 has over 485,000 known examples. The 85, over 461,000. And even the rare 19040 has over 305 known examples in MS60 or better condition. Compare that to the 105,000 for the 1900 and the 83,000 for the 1901, and you begin to understand just how rare these coins are. The 1900 is at a minimum 2.8 times rarer than all four of those coins that I just listed to you. The 1901, even rarer with a minimum of 3.5 times rarer. These coins are modern day collecting secrets, and if you could find these coins with our competition, you're looking at over $143 for the 1900 and well over $160 for the 1901. That means that while our limited supplies last at just $69.95, we are more than $73 less for our 1900 and almost $90 less for our 1901. If you got both coins with us tonight, you would save over $150 versus our competition. Each of our coins are going to arrive in beautiful uncirculated condition and are some of the best uncirculated coins you are ever going to see from the New Orleans Mint. Now, I explained just how rare these coins were compared to the 83, 84, 85, and 1904s. But when you look at the price for those coins in beautiful uncirculated condition, and you begin to see just how much of a value these two coins are tonight. The 1883-0 in beautiful uncirculated condition would cost you over $145. The 84-0, $150. The 85-0, $155. And the 1904-0, over $175 for a beautiful Unk. This coin is almost 3 times rarer for the 1900 and almost 3.5 times rarer for the 1901, and we are more than $105 less than that 1904. If you get both coins with us tonight, you get 2 of the hardest to find New Orleans Mint Morgan dollars in beautiful uncirculated condition for less than $140, when you'd be looking at well over $300 with any of our competition. With the phone lines getting a tiny bit backed up, which makes sense with how rare and hard to find these coins are, I'm going to put a 1-minute timer up and run through them both one more time before we sell out. These are 2 of the hardest to find Morgan dollars from the New Orleans Mint today, despite being 2 of the largest minted figures in the entire series. The 1900 and 1901 New Orleans Mint Morgan dollars each had a mintage of over 12.5 million for 1900 and almost 13.3 million for the 1901. Yet today, if you look at population reports, you'll begin to see that they are almost impossible to find compared to the other common date Morgans from the New Orleans Mint. The 1900 has just 105,000 known examples across NGC or PCGS in MS60 or better condition. The 1901 has even fewer, with 83,847. That means that these coins are almost 3.5 times to 5 times harder to find than the 83, 84, 85, and even the 1904-0. These coins, when found with our competition, would cost you well over $143 for the 1900 and over $160 for the 1901. We are more than $73 less and $90 less, respectively, for these 2 stunning pieces. Make sure you call in and grab them now before these stunning New Orleans Mint coins are lost to history.